composition video clips and turn them in. Okay, so first we need to talk about the videos are on the SD card in the camera. So you're going to eject it just like you practiced, and you need to insert it into the front of your computer. Okay, so this right here is the SD card reader. This is where you're going to push it into. When you're looking at it from the top, make sure that the little notch that's like cut out is on the upper right hand corner, and the contacts will be facing down, and then you turn it sideways and insert it into the SD card reader. Okay, if you do this correctly, I'm going to plug in an M50 SD card right now. So I just plugged it in, and I should get a little, it looks like an SD card icon on here. Okay, so before I bring them over, I'm going to make a new folder, and I'm going to call it composition, and I'm going to open up the SD card, and I'm going to open the one that says DCIM, and I'm going to open the one that says 100 Canon. It might say 101 Canon, 102. There might be more than one folder. The more videos you take, the more folders that it makes. Okay, so then most likely your video clips will be the last ones actually taken. And if we see here, we took a couple seconds, and there's a lot of video footage here, some that is and is not for this particular project. Oh my gosh. All right, so I'm going to click and drag over all of these. So I'll do that again just in case. So I'm clicking in this white space and clicking, I'm holding down the left button, and I'm dragging over all of these clips. That means I'm selecting them all. I'm going to click and drag these clips over to composition. Okay, so this group was kind of playing around, and they have a lot of footage that isn't necessary, and you only need to edit the 7 shots that you're actually going to use and turn in. Okay, so it's going to take a second to copy over. Notice that that's like 3 or 4 gigabytes of information because this is high quality film. I don't know if they shot on 4K. I don't know how many frames per second they used, but that is probably a sign that it's a higher quality video. Here, we're almost done. Okay, now your other teammates need this. They could either insert the SD card and copy and paste over, or you can go to Go and Airdrop, okay? And to be able to see anyone else that's popped up, they will need to be discoverable. So on your computer, it says, allow me to be discovered by, make sure that they have it on everyone, okay? And if we go back, every computer has a number on the front, so their number will pop up depending on, you know, what computer they are, if they are turned on to that. Then you'll see all these people that are showing up. Right now I don't have anyone near me that has Airdrop. I can turn my phone on for a second just so that we can see what it would look like if I was on Airdrop. So this is my cell phone, and then I can click and drag it to my cell phone. I'm not going to do that, but that's how you share a whole folder of, and then it will, they have to accept it on their end, and then they can download it. Okay, back to editing. Okay, so I have my clips in a folder. I am going to launch Adobe Rush. Remember that you were supposed to save it down here. If not, you got to go to Launchpad and look for it, okay? All right, I'm in Rush, and I'm going to create a new project, and I'm going to name this project, this is very important, my first, my last name, no spaces, underscore, whatever the name of the clip is, and make sure you spell it correctly. A lot of people spell repetition wrong. So you're going to have 7 clips, depth, repetition, directional cues, okay, all the different rules, underscore, and then today's date. Okay, so I'm going to put 10, 13, 20, 23. Okay, before I move forward, I'm just going to go ahead and copy this because I know that I'm going to need it later. So I just clicked and dragged over it, and I hit Command C to copy. And then I need to tell the computer where is the the footage and which footage do I want to bring in, okay? So, oh man, okay. So we're gonna go ahead and pick the ones, I don't know, I'm only gonna pick one that I think is repetition. I don't know, this one. So I'm not really sure what is what for them. So I'm gonna pick the one that I think is repetition and, oh, just the one. And I'm gonna hit create. Da-da-da-da. It's preparing that clip. Okay, now I only want the very best. Okay, so this is a 16-second clip. I don't want anything that, you know, I don't want the slate in there. I don't want any of that. So let's just pretend that this is only 2 seconds. He's just eating, oh my gosh, and it's out of focus. Don't turn something in like this. But let's pretend that it's 10 seconds and it's actually a really good piece of footage. I don't know. Unless it's before that. All right, maybe I should have picked this group as an example. I don't know. Let's pretend that's 10 seconds of really good footage, okay? I'm then gonna go to share, and it's very important that sequence 1, remember how I copied my first name, last name? I'm gonna hit Command V as in Victor, V as in Varela, my last name, Command V, and it pasted my name, okay? And save to, what I would do is I'd go to the desktop and I would make a new folder and I would say edited composition shots, because I want these ones. I want the ones that are edited, okay? So you're gonna turn in these 7. I'm gonna hit choose, and advanced settings is just like the quality of it. If you want high quality, it should be set on that already. You can double check, and then I'm going to hit export. Okay, so now it's rendering, and I will have this edited 10-second video, and it will be ready to turn in, okay? So once this is done, you're gonna do the same process again for the other 6, all right? The big difference this time is when you go to turn in your project, okay, and we go to modules, and we go to turn in a video. I just wanted to show you that when you go to, it's not going to be this one, it's going to be, you know, composition footage. This is the one you're going to do, unedited composition footage here. So they shouldn't be together, they should be the individual clips. When you, let me do student view. Start assignment, you will no longer see Studio. Studio is no longer available. So then you would go to choose file, and you go to edited composition shots and open, okay? Then you're gonna hit add file again, choose, pick the next one, open, okay? So you should have the 7 files, and then you will submit, okay? It says that it needs to be an MPEG, not an MPEG-4. So what I wanted to point out was that Mr. McLaughlin, it's still exporting, said that he wanted very specific file types. I took a screenshot of this. I don't know where I put it. Okay, so what if you need to convert a file, and so it has a different file type? So if I go to Launchpad, there is actually an Adobe Media Encoder 2024, and this lets me, this is what's going to happen to you, is that sometimes you're only allowed to export certain files, but your client's going to ask you for a different file type because that's the only one compatible with their system. So if I open Media Encoder, it's going to say, can I get to your documents, and so that it could actually, you know, convert them. But this is something that can open like all different kinds of video file types and then convert them into other file types. You could also compress files if they're too big. There's a lot that you can do with this one, okay? So I'm gonna go to the plus where it says Q. I'm gonna go to the Q, and I'm gonna add the video that I want to convert. So I'm gonna hit the plus, and I'm gonna hit the MPEG-4 because it will not let me open it. So I'm gonna hit open, and it accepted it. So notice that the file extension is MP4. It wasn't allowing me to upload it. So I'm gonna go over here, and I'm gonna hit MPEG-2, And notice that the extension will now be .mpg. That's the only file type that the website will accept, okay? So when I hit the play button, it's going to accept it. And when I go to edited composition shots, we should now see an MPEG-4 and an MPEG. And this is the one that we want to upload. So I'm gonna go over to choose file and pick the MPG, not the MP4, hit open. Now it is an acceptable file, and you can again add your 7 and submit the assignment, okay? You can convert these all at the same time, so you can hit this, hit plus, and add the 7. Make sure that you're selecting MPEG-2 for all 7, then hit the play button, and they will all convert.